An unexpected moment at the airport. Jungkook, fans, and Lisa left in awe that morning. Incheon Airport looked just like any other day. Staff were busy, announcements echoed through the halls, and passengers moved back and forth with their luggage. But something was different. Fans were already gathered at the international arrival gate, holding banners that read "Welcome back Jungkook," and "We miss you, JK." What was shocking? No media had announced Jungkook's arrival. It all seemed to happen out of the blue. Jungkook, wearing a black mask, gray hoodie, and cap, walked out of the arrival gate calmly. He didn't expect such a warm welcome. Looking around, clearly puzzled, he offered a faint smile, his signature smile that could melt anyone's heart. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Seoul, Lisa of Blackpink was in the middle of a photo shoot for a top-tier brand when her manager sent her a short message. "Lisa, you won't believe this. Jungkook just landed at Incheon." Fans have been crowding there since early morning. Lisa, mid-pose, froze. Her eyes widened. What? Wait, he didn't tell me anything. The photo shoot staff were all confused as Lisa suddenly turned a bit panicked, and clearly intrigued. Why didn't he say anything? Lisa muttered, trying to call Jungkook. But he didn't pick up. Back at the airport, the scene was getting louder. One fan shouted, "Oppa! Did you come back for Lisa?" Jungkook simply nodded with a shy smile, giving no further answer. Lisa was still waiting for a reply. Hours later, she finally received a short voice note from Jungkook. "I missed the vibe in Seoul." And, "Yeah, missed you too." Hearing that, Lisa covered her face with her hands, trying to hide her smile from the curious staff watching her closely. "He really showed up out of nowhere," she whispered, giggling softly. The next day, the internet exploded. Hashtags like #Jungkook back and #Lisa shock topped the trends in Korea. Many speculated that Jungkook's visit wasn't just for work, but for someone special. At the end of the day, Lisa posted a picture of white roses on her Instagram story with the caption, "Thanks for the unexpected surprise, cherry blossom." And everyone knew that surprise came from someone who had just arrived quietly at the airport. That night, a hidden cafe, 2 hearts, 1 meeting later that night, in a quiet, exclusive cafe in the Hanam area. The atmosphere was peaceful. The place was reserved privately, no paparazzi, no fans. Only a black car pulled up outside. A trusted staff member opened the door. Jungkook stepped out first, dressed in all black. Moments later, Lisa arrived in a different car, wearing a white hoodie and cap. She looked nervous, rare for someone usually so composed. Their eyes met at the entrance. For a few seconds, neither of them spoke. Just a look, full of unspoken understanding. Lisa broke the silence. "You're insane for showing up like that." Jungkook smirked. "I just wanted to see you, without waiting for the right time. Because if I kept waiting, maybe I'd never see you." Lisa lowered her gaze, trying to hide her smile. "I was so shocked when my manager told me. I thought you were still in Japan." "I was," Jungkook replied calmly. "But I figured Seoul needed me more today." They went inside and sat in the cozy corner of the warmly lit cafe. No bodyguards, no cameras, just 2 people who missed each other, sitting face to face. Their conversation flowed easily, talking about songwriting, their schedules, even silly internet memes. But at one point, Lisa looked deeply into Jungkook's eyes. "You know, I was worried we were drifting apart," she whispered. Jungkook returned her gaze. "Me too. That's why I came. I don't want us to become just emojis in chat." Lisa paused, sighed softly, then nodded. "Thank you for coming." Moments later, Jungkook pulled something from his jacket, a small music note pendant. "I don't know if this is cheesy, but it's for you. I designed it myself." Lisa stared at it for a long moment, then chuckled softly, touched. "Cheesy, but I love it." That night ended with smiles, laughter, and a longing finally fulfilled. No photos, no proof, just 2 hearts reunited in an unexpected place. The next day, fans were sent into another frenzy when Lisa changed her Weverse profile photo to a small silver music note. The first comment, from Jungkook's official account, "Musical note, do you still remember the song we never finished? Next chapter, Jungkook and Lisa's secret song, one note for you." A few days after their private cafe meeting, Lisa received a message from Jungkook. My old studio in Itaewon is still there. I'm cleaning it up. Wanna come? Bring your mini guitar. Lisa didn't reply via text. Instead, she appeared an hour later, wearing an oversized hoodie, no makeup, carrying her sticker-covered guitar full of memories. The studio was small but cozy. A gray couch, a mood board filled with handwritten lyrics, and Jungkook's old keyboard. As soon as Lisa entered, Jungkook smiled. I made honey tea. Gotta keep that voice of yours clear. Lisa laughed. Since when are you my manager? Since you said you had no one to stop you from singing too loudly at midnight. They sat side by side, opened Jungkook's laptop, and powered up the recording equipment. He played some soft chords, and Lisa began to hum. Words weren't needed, each note reflected their feelings, unspoken but strong. The song title? One Note for You. Simple, emotional lyrics, were like two notes hiding away, in the noise of a world that won't stop. But when you came, it all turned to harmony, and I knew, I wasn't alone. Lisa sang gently, while Jungkook added his harmonies. After the fourth take, they both sat in silence, staring at the screen. Wow, Lisa whispered. This is so us. Jungkook looked at her. Yeah. Like we finally said everything, without saying it. The song was never officially released, but fans caught it playing faintly in the background of Lisa's dance practice vlog. The fandom went wild, recognizing Jungkook's voice in the chorus. Hashtags like hashtag One Note for You and hashtag Lisakook song dominated social media. HYB and YG said nothing, no denial, no confirmation, but that night, Lisa posted a story with the caption, sometimes, the most beautiful things, are the ones only we know. Followed by, musical note Blackheart. Taehyung's response, friendship, respect, and music. That afternoon, Taehyung sat on his balcony sipping coffee, watching Lisa's latest vlog. At the 6-minute mark, during a dance scene, a familiar voice floated in the background. He rewound it a few times, squinting. Wait, is that his voice? With Lisa? Moments later, his Weverse notifications exploded. Fans were buzzing with theories about Jungkook and Lisa's secret song. Taehyung sighed deeply, then smiled. So, it finally leaked, huh? The next day at BTS dance practice, Jungkook walked in as usual. Taehyung approached quietly and handed him an earphone. I edited your song with Lisa. Added a bridge, he said calmly. Jungkook looked surprised. You heard it? Taehyung laughed softly. Everyone did. I'm not deaf. And, it's good. Hurts a bit, but good. Jungkook looked into his eyes. Hurts? Taehyung replied honestly, you know I used to like Lisa too. But, her heart chose you. So I respect that. As long as you both are happy, that's what matters. There was a long pause. Then Taehyung patted Jungkook's shoulder. It's a great song. But if you need a baritone for the remix, you know who to call. From afar, Lisa watched their interaction and smiled softly. She knew things wouldn't be easy between the three, but honesty had brought them closer. That night, Jungkook texted Taehyung, bro, thanks. If we make a remix, I want the title to be, One Note for Three. Taehyung replied with a voice note, laughing. Legendary. But don't give Lisa the rap part. She might outshine both of us. Microphone. Musical note.